The word of the week this week is going to teach us to not let ourselves be treated like booty. Keep the pirates away from yourself. We're looking in Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, and this is from the ESV. See to it that no one takes you captive by philosophy and empty deceit, according to human tradition, according to the elemental spirits of the world, and not according to Christ. Our focus this week is on the first part of that sentence, see to it that no one takes you captive, and let's take a look at that in Koine. Blepete metis humas estai ho sulagagon. So, see to it, or see that no one leads you away as plunder. So there's a lot to unpack here. Our word of the week this week is ho sulagagon, but we're going to get to that in a moment. Let's unpack the rest of the sentence first. Blepete, see. So here we have the present active imperative, second person plural. This is an imperative command, and it's in the present tense, so the action is continual. Continually see, keep an eye out, be on guard, right? So this is telling us to vigilantly watch so that this other thing doesn't happen. Then the object of this verse is humas, and then it's paired with estai. Estai is the future tense of eimi. Humas, you plural, should be or shall be. Make sure that you keep an eye out so that this being doesn't happen to you. Being what? Then we get our word of the week. Let's look at it. Ho sulagagon. So sule, there's a compound word. Sule is loot or booty. It's that which gets plundered. So in the ancient world, plunder could be money, it could be crops, it could be livestock, it could even be people. If you think back to the book of Daniel and the Hebrew youths that are taken off to Babylon and are put into the king's wise men troop, they were themselves booty or loot or plunder. They were led away from their home. They were captured and led away from their home to be the riches in the Babylonian king's court. The next part of the word is ago, I lead, the verb ago. So sulagagon is a present active participle. Notice that it's ho sulagagon, so it is a substantival participle. The one who leads away as booty or plunder, right? So what are they to guard against? What are they to keep an eye out for? To make sure that they themselves are not the plunder that gets led away. How do we know that it's not? Because of these other two words, me and tis. So, ho sulagagon, the one who leads away plunder. But we have the tis that's unaccented that tells us that it's anyone who leads away plunder. But then we also have the me. See to it that no one leads you away as plunder. Okay? Fantastic stuff. See to it that no one leads you away as plunder. Blepete metis, humas, estai, ho sulagagon. Be on guard, keep watching, so that no one treats you like plunder, loot, or booty. Don't let yourselves be pirated. Spectacular word of the week. Don't let yourselves be pirated. Now, let's look at the next little part of the verse. Diates philosophias kai kenes apates, through philosophy and empty deceit. Philosophias, philosophy. Now, I love philosophy. I read a lot about philosophy, the different schools, the different things that are stressed and are of import to these different schools. But philosophy, when in a negative connotation, is better understood as sophistry. So we're not talking about real philosophy. When Paul makes this statement, he's not talking about actual philosophy, because you can read Paul's epistles and it's difficult to not come away feeling that he has some resonance together with the Stoics. But in a negative connotation, philosophy is sophistry. What is sophistry? Sophistry is an argument or a position that's carefully constructed so that it sounds reasonable and logical, and that it uses the right terminology to be convincing, to make an argument that seems like it's well informed and solves problems. It overcomes objections, but in actuality, it is false. It is misleading. It is being used intentionally to put you in a position. We had an experience in the United States some decade and a half ago or so, where a major piece of legislation was about to be voted on. It was huge. It was 2,700, 3,000 pages long, and it was introduced and was to be voted on within hours. So literally, no human being on earth would have time to read the entirety of the thing before it was voted on. And the then Speaker of the House made this statement when that objection was brought up. We have to pass the bill so that you can see what's in it. Now, if you're not a part of the legislature, you may say to yourself, well, surely she's the Speaker of the House. She must know what she's talking about. She must understand how these things work better than I do. So it sounded reasonable. We have to pass the bill so that you can see what's in it. The underlying argument being, we can't just let you read it first because then it might not pass. We need to pass the bill so that then you can see what's in it. That is sophistry. That's an argument that sounds well-informed, logical, well-reasoned out, and is utterly false. They could have put a pause on the vote, let everybody have time to read the bill, but of course the concern was if they read the bill, they wouldn't vote for the bill, right? 100 years ago, there was a journalist in the United States, specifically in Baltimore, named H.L. Mencken. He was known as the Bard of Baltimore. The man had a fantastic gift for language. And he famously said, for every human problem, there is a solution that is simple, plausible, and wrong. Those solutions, simple, plausible, and wrong, when people hear them, they say, oh, that makes so much sense. That's an easy way to fix this. But in fact, it's sophistry. It's not going to fix it. It's simple, plausible, and wrong. So what did Paul say? What does this have to do with our word of the week this week? Paul says, be vigilantly watching, keep your eye open, because there are people out there who will try to lead you away as plunder, as booty, as loot, by means of sophistry, a negative form of philosophy, and empty deceit, not just deceit. There's nothing in it. Their words are hollow. They don't mean anything. And then he goes on in the verse to say that the sophistry and empty deceit is based on human traditions and worldly elements and not based on Christ. He was concerned, Paul was, that if people weren't vigilant and paying close attention, they would be led away like plunder, like loot, like booty. They would be pirated through sophistries and empty deceits that were based on traditions and worldly elements and that were not based on Christ. Keep your eyes open lest ye be pirated. Do not let yourself be booty. Ho sulagagon is our word of the week, the one who leads away as booty, plunder, or loot. Don't be booty. Aarrgh. See you next time. Cars, Kyrene, Humine, grace and peace to you.